Look at the size of that. That thing's heavy too. I need to put something on there so it don't.
It's weighing it down.
It is weighing it down. Look how much it goes up when I pick up on that.
Well, look at, there's one right there, then there's one back there.
There's one up on top.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's 4 right here. This is only one plant too, people. This is one plant.
And then there's right there.
Yeah. And there's another one right there. Let me show you that one.
These are impressive. Right there.
One of our favorite people and customers ask us for that. Actually, she does back rubs and yoga lessons, and I'm not going to mention her name because she probably wouldn't like that, but she's a pretty good woman. Her and her husband, pretty good people. She asked us to grow these actually the last couple of years, and we never have. I'm curious to see what they taste like. These are
what are they called again?
Cocazelles, I'm pretty sure is what they're called. But yeah, she's given my wife several massages. I've threatened to go to her and get her to rub my back, but I never have. But anyhow, I digress. But them's huge. I need to put something on that. That's a lot of weight on that vine. I guess the vine's made to hold that weight though.
Yeah.
I would assume. Because it's doing a pretty good job, but I was thought about putting something under it and tying it up to that thing, but I'm just wondering if my chicken structure is going to hold it.
We shall see.
Never know, I reckon. So we've got groundhogs and deer and rabbits out the gazoo around this place. And no matter what we do, we can't keep them out of here. You can see this watermelon it's got eaten. See these carrots right here? They've got eaten.
No.
Yes. That and there's not going to do anymore because it's eaten clear off and pulled out. And same with that one.
Jeez.
So we would have had some pretty nice carrots. That and there's actually still connected. Who knows? I put granulars around. She sprayed the hidden fence or whatever it's called. It doesn't seem to matter.
On some things, it's not, nothing's been touched, but other things.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
This is older damage because it's kind of calloused up and dried over. So I don't know. She sprayed the other day, so I don't know when them carrots was just. I just noticed them, but that doesn't mean that's when they just happened. Then she has this
citronella.
Some kind of geranium.
Citronella.
Looks like a geranium to me. I don't know. It's supposed to keep bugs and stuff away. I don't know if it works or not. It should keep groundhogs and deer away. Would be better. But these are doing pretty good. And these ones she's putting these pots up against this, they don't see no sun. Them get pretty much full shade. I don't know. They may get a little bit of morning sun, but they don't get anything past 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning, them won't get any sun at all.
Just to do an experiment to see how they did compared to the ones out here in the full sun.
And these are all zucchinis is what they are.
And them's like so green. And
they are. They're not producing nothing yet. There was a lot of flowers this morning, I noticed. So we'll see. We'll see if we get anything off of them. They're growing good, so we'll see, I reckon. This here, I will collect seeds from this one this fall when they're done. But it's this one here has so many blooms on it up above, and it's like beautiful sunflower. I will be collecting seeds out of that one for sure. That one and this one definitely be collecting sunflowers or seeds out of that one. That thing there is huge. I don't know how tall it is, but it's big. For the multi-head ones, these will probably be the only two I collect from. But of course, naturally, once you're gonna fall down anyways, they're gonna come back. But so the deer was in here or whatever and eat some of this. I noticed this yesterday when I noticed it. I don't know when it actually happened. It's dried up, so it's been a while. and they ate them 2 zucchinis there. Oh, I'm sorry, them's cucumbers. I do apologize. Actually, I didn't notice this yesterday, but they ate the leaves off the freaking sunflower.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, you know, them there's pretty nice. They're low. Sure, I might collect some of the seeds out of these little ones too.
Yeah, them's nice low ones.
Yeah. These two I'll probably collect seeds out of and keep them separate from the tall ones. That way I can try to keep straight on what I have. There's one in the garden I want to collect seeds out of. It's about this tall and it's got a head on it about that big around, and it's only got one head. I like the shortness of it, so I'm going to definitely keep the seeds out of it this fall as well. Actually, it's almost ready to come out. I just wanted to show you an update on this jungle garden and our sunchokes.
Jeez.
Granted, they're up off the ground. They're 2 feet before they start growing, but them things are huge.
I think they're bigger than last year.
I think too they are. But the chickens were in here this year, and they got all that fertility inside there. But they're huge, man. It's insane how tall this stuff grows.
And it's only August. They usually got that tall in September.
They won't bloom until late September. Normally, they're late bloomers. They make some very good fruit, though. They got some really good bug flew in my eyeball. They got really good sweet potato flavored sort of tubers. There's no starch in them. They're really good. Sunchokes, Jerusalem artichokes, whatever you want to call them. They're really tasty. Anyhow, we made it down here. A few weeks ago, I think it was actually 2 Sundays ago. I can't remember exactly when it was. Actually it was 2 Sundays ago, because I did this on a Saturday. When my wife and her mother went to the farmer's market, which would have been 2 Saturdays ago. I finished putting the wood chips in this bed, and then I think the next morning I come through with my cedar and beans just to see if they would grow in nothing but wood chips. And lo and behold,
looky,
there's beans popping up.
What kind of beans are these?
I have no idea what kind they are. We bought them at the store. We bought them at the co-op in Frostburg. We bought them down Frostburg at the co-op, and they're organic beans. They're not seed beans. They're bean seeds. They're just beans. I bought them like a year last summer, or maybe the summer before. 4 cover crop seeds is what I bought them for, but they've been in the refrigerator in the greenhouse for the last at least a year, maybe 2 years. I didn't know if they was going to grow. I wouldn't have blamed it on the wood chips if they wouldn't have grown. I would have blamed it on the seeds, but them's pretty good beans. So if you go to your local co-op and want some beans, put them in the ground and grow all you want. One of the days going to grow that good, I'd have put them in the garden. And maybe next year that's what I'll do for dried beans. So anyways, I just wanted to show you this. It's pretty amazing, and I'll definitely keep you updated on this. I'll try to find the video. I did a video on this. I'll try to find it and put a link below. I can't remember what it was titled or even when I did it, but I'll find it and I'll put it down below. But right now we got one more spot to show you before we end this. So the meat birds, I don't know how good the camera shows that, but there are green streaks all through this field where we moved them every day we moved them birds. And you can see with your naked eye the fertility in their poop is amazing. Totally, simply amazing to me how fertile it is.
Right there, it's so light green.
Yeah, and they weren't down there. You can tell where they were and where they weren't.
And then right here, it's so dark, and that must have been where we had their house and they was pooping.
Yep. I can't wait to see what it looks like next spring. Whenever I probably won't mow this anymore this year. I'll let this grow, or this spring, this summer. I'll mow around the potato patch, but I won't. I'm not planning to mow the field anymore. No one to know now. I should have had the chickens in that bed behind the lovely camera lady, where the soil's flat out garbage. I should have just put them in there for like a month and just let them do what you wanted to. Because that right there was the worst place in the field, is that spot. It's probably 20 by 30-ish area, maybe. We put a bunch of stuff in there to grow, and nothing grew. But this here to me is amazing. So I'll let this grow. I may mow it. I may mow it in October, but I don't plan to mow it before then. And when I mow it, I'll just let it lay. I'll mow it. Yeah, I'll just mow it and let it lay. This right here is a pretty cool thing my lovely bride did a week or two ago. We had probably 10 pounds of seed potatoes that we never used, never got rid of. So well, I shouldn't say I did nothing to it. I just pointed out where I wanted them. I didn't want them somewhere down there. I wanted them up by these potatoes. And she just dumped the bag out and raked them out a little bit, and then she took some dirt out of that pile of dirt right there where the chickens are. If she pans around and shows you where the chickens are, I told her to cover them up with that.
So I did.
And then we cut the amaranth out of the garden, and then she brought them big stalks down here and just covered them up. But them potatoes are doing good.
Look at.
So we may get a third potato harvest this year. Heck, who knows? And if we do, great. If not, it's not that big a deal.
So green.
If they are. But the chickens come through here before she did that. The chickens she put these in behind the chickens. So yeah, so we definitely got fertility there. And then
I didn't dig down into the ground at all. I just laid them on top of the grass. You just laid them
right on top of the grass, yeah. And the grass wasn't mowed down whenever she done that either.
No.
She just put it down and been done with it. And covered them up with dirt and covered them up with amaranth.
So it's not that hard to grow something if you really want to try.
Well, you just try it.
I didn't want to just throw them out. I thought they have to be good for maybe growing, even though it's too late.
Never know.
It's never too late, I guess.
Never too late. No, not too late. We'll definitely get something out of them. They're growing, unless the deer eat them all, or groundhogs.
Yeah.
But they're growing all right. I mean, they look really good. They must taste good too, because something ate them. But these little ones, they look really healthy. They look better than the ones we did grow.
But we'll keep you updated on
for sure
what we get out of it.
For sure. This garden here, the potato patch, we harvested all the reds. I didn't video. I did video part of that, but I didn't video it all. So I may or may not edit it. But I put a short on. and I put it on TikTok as well. So you can find it if you want to see what we got out of it. I can't remember what we got out of the reds. The whites aren't quite ready to go. These are Kennebecks. Hopefully they produce better than the reds did. The reds did all right, but they didn't do as good as I'd hoped. Which, you never get as much as you want. So I'll probably harvest these in a few weeks. It'll be at least 2 weeks, if not longer, before these are ready to go. But I put a cover crop in, and then 2 bales of hay I put down, and you can see I got 1.5 rows, and I stomped it all down in good. But I put some old bean seeds that I had, some winter rye, some radishes, daikon radishes, which are the big tillage radish.
And they get big.
They do get huge. They get probably that long if they're growing in the proper conditions. Mustard that I saved seed from last year, just 4 cover crops. I'm not sure what else. There was several things that I mixed together, and I just throw all the stuff in the bag and shake it up and just throw them out by hand.
More sunflowers?
I did put more sunflowers in too. The sunflowers won't get big. They'll only get, who knows how big they'll get before they freeze out. But I just wanted to put a cover crop in just to try to build fertility a little bit. In the lower bed, whenever that bed gets harvested, I will fork it up really good, and I'll put a layer of compost down, and that's where the garlic's going to go next year. So we're going to.
So no cover crop in that.
There'll be no cover crop in this. No, the cover crop will be the garlic.
Garlic.
Yeah. I may put something up. I'll probably put a bale or 2 of hay down, because this will come out before the garlic's ready to go in. But I don't know for sure if I will or not. I may just throw plastic down over top of it and so the weeds don't germinate, and call it good till it's ready to put the garlic in. Well, I don't know for sure. We'll see. But I think that's all I wanted to show you all this evening. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this and maybe learned something. Let us know what you think of our jungle garden for sure. Our corn is starting to tassel out, so we'll have corn in a few weeks, but This little sunflower here is pretty cool.
That's our baby sunflower.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess a lot of what we put down here for mulch come out of the chicken yard, so I'm gonna guess it was a seed that they would have had in there, maybe in their scratch or something. I fed them, who knows? But yeah, so it's all doing pretty well. The garden itself as a whole is doing good. Finally starting to get some produce out of it. We got some squashes and stuff out, so we're doing good there as far as that goes. But I'm gonna wrap the video up. If y'all got any questions or comments, please let us know. We'll try to help you as much as possible, or maybe you can even help us. It'd be great. So until we meet again, take care and God bless.